Well, hello, I'm here. Let's get it plugged in. We'll start by taking this out. That's that gone. Now, here's the setup. So we need this little beastie, and we'll plug that in. That's that in, and then plug out. Oof. We're in, and then connect these two together. Arrow to arrow. No. That's it. That's the connection made. And now we switch them on. And there we go. That's all connected. All three are switched on. Let's go inside. Now at this point, now that we're back inside, there's me panel up there. I've got nothing on. I've turned the heating off, the refrigerator's off, everything's off. So what I'm going to do now is start up the Ecoflow app on the phone. There we go, we're on now. So as you'll be able to see, when I clatter onto the 2K Max, it'll tell me it's on. And what I need to do now is switch the electric on, which is the AC one here. And as you should be able to see, aside there being somebody at the front door, I'm getting 218 watts in from the batteries, as you'll be able to see, and there's electric there. So when we go to the panel, we should be able to see all sorts of stuff going on. So let's see what we can see. There's the panel. Let's get some lights going. You can see here that it says it's plugged in. So we can put some lights on. And there we have it. We have lights. We now have lights. So you'll be able to tell by the flickering that we've got lights. And the output is 125 watts. There or thereabouts, that's what it's showing, more or less. Try and get the reflections away so you can see better. So now, what I want to do is to try putting the fridge on. And to put the fridge on, it's that one. No. Yes, there it is. Dink. Fridge is on. It's on auto. Or it should be. On auto. And let's see what happens. Let's have a look and see what it says here. It's on. You can see it's on auto. It's on electric. So it's running the electric. And if we have a look now, we should be able to see 361 watts is what it's using, which isn't too bad. And it'll tell me that we've got 99 hours, it says on the app, because it's sucking in from the batteries and outputting via the mains. So that's all working quite nicely. I'll just show you that again. Look, use the camera as well as screen recording. So that's what's occurring there. The next question is, I wonder if I can get the heating on. Let's try that. I've got my timeout set quite slow, so let's go to temperature, heating on, Aldi panel's busy, I've got gas off, the priority says gas, turn that to electric, and the temperature sensor choice is auto. You can see that the temperature is set to 14, so I'm going to need to take that to 16. Let's see what happens when we have a look. The heating hasn't kicked in. It's not pulling anything through, but everything's still working. Okay, let's now we've got it. We are now outputting 1419 watts. So that's the kilowatt that I've got the heating set to on the panel. That's the maximum I've got it to. Now I'm going to knock that back off again because I don't need it on at the minute, but I want to see what will happen there. It's telling me that there's 2 hours and 58 minutes available, is what it says down there. Look, 2 hours and 58 minutes available. So I'm going to knock the heating off again with that on there, and that's it. Heating's got off, and straight away we're down to 348 watts. Now that's not bad going, is it, really, when you think about it? So this is off 3 batteries in the boot, and let me tell you why I've done this. But first I'm going to switch the fridge off. And that's it. Fridge is switched off. So with the lights running, it's 101 watts roughly is what we're getting. So let me talk to you about why we're doing what we're doing. So yes, the whole idea behind all of this is not so that we constantly run just off the batteries. That's not what we're wanting to do. The idea, let's level that up a bit. The idea is to be able to go to rallies, DA meets, anywhere that's off grid, anywhere where there's no electrical hookup, and know that we've got the power that we need in order to be able to run. Now, when we're off grid, the fridge will be running on gas, the heating will be running on gas, and you can see that for the lighting we're using around about 101 watts, there or thereabouts. Let's say 150 watts, because I've got all 3 lots of lights on at the front. We'll also have the coffee machine with us, which means that we can have a coffee whenever we feel like it, because there's enough juice in those 3 batteries to keep us going for donkey's ages. And of course we can plug the solar panel in, the 400 watt solar panel that we looked at before, and having used that, we know that 2 or 3 hours of decent sunshine puts enough juice back in to run the dog food freezer box that we've had. You've seen us use that. That will go into the boot, into the garage as well, so that we've got somewhere to put the dog's food, or quite possibly, and maybe even more likely, depending on how long we're away for, bottles of gin. You never just know. You never just know. So that's the gist, really. That's what we're looking at doing, is to make it so that we can stay off grid and use solar to properly work stuff. Now, the bulk of the time, the habitation battery, the leisure battery, which is a 150 amp hour AGM in this van, will supply the lighting stuff. That shouldn't be a problem. And for the time that that's in use, those batteries will charge it up, or we can turn the batteries off and, you know, it'll still work, the lights will still be on and what have you. So I've reckoned out that we should be able to do with solar 2 or 3 hours of decent solar a day. So we're really talking April onwards, I suppose, probably through till September, October. We should be able to go off grid and we'll be fine. That's with a 400 watt solar panel. The proof of the pudding, of course, will be in the eating as we get to these various different places and try this out in various different configurations, because we're not going to need much heating during the summer, he said, hopefully, but we will need refrigeration. But again, the fridge will be on gas and we'll find out how much gas we use for that. And that should actually work out to be cheaper than using metered EQ. Yeah, there's all kinds of sums and things to be done, which I'll keep reporting back to you about over the course of 2024 as we find out more what's going on and we get onto sites where there's metered EQ and that kind of stuff. Suffice it to say though, that battery setup that we've got, the Ecoflow Delta MAX 2K and the two 2K extra batteries, not only fit into the garage quite nicely but connect up onto the van very nicely. As you've seen, it's very straightforward. It's just like plugging into EQ. So that's about it, I think, for this one. I hope you found it useful. I hope you can see what the idea behind it is. I know 1 or 2 people have been confused. Somebody did ask, was I going to be damaging my warranty by making alterations to the van? I haven't made any alterations to the van. All I've done is used the outlet, the plug outlet that was already in the van, to allow me to get the wire through and created the wire to let me do that. So yes, there's no alterations being made to the van. It's not going to affect the warranty. That's all good. There were 1 or 2 other people that were a little bit confused about why would you want to do this, and I'm hoping that explaining that it's about district association meetings, rallies, that kind of thing, where there's no electrical hookup available, that's why it's there, so that we can do what we need to do. We'll have to find out how to do it properly because it's not something we've been faced with before, but we will find out how to do it properly and we will keep reporting back. So there you go. I hope you found this useful. If you have, give it to one of them, or subscribe if you haven't already. And in fact, if you haven't already subscribed, please yourself. I don't know that it makes a great deal of difference. It would be lovely if you did though, because it makes me feel good when we see the subscriber numbers go up. And can I say a big thank you to everybody that subscribed over the last month and got us over the 1,600 mark. I was over the moon when I saw that. Thank you very much. Appreciate it a lot. Right, so until we see you next time, enjoy the roads, enjoy the skies, but most of all, enjoy your lives, because life rocks when you're living room rules. See you later. Bye bye.